Hello and welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. Well, it is a Sunday today and we haven't been out anywhere. It is now actually 10 to 7 and this is probably the first time I've actually picked the camera up properly today. Just not had time at all. And this morning when we woke up, for once we actually had a drink in bed, which is unusual. We don't seem to do that these days, but we did. And we were chatting about what we were going to do today, what jobs we needed to do, and about getting the whole floor sorted out. So we got up, had breakfast. So I don't know if Kevin's eaten something that upset him, but he had I'd say an upset stomach. He had a really bad stomachache this morning. So no jobs got done, did they, at all? I'm like, oh, we're getting closer and closer to Christmas. I'm never going to get this cooker. So I just continued on with the jobs I needed to do, tidying the kitchen up and things like that. Yeah, and then sort of by lunchtime, whatever it was had gone off. I left him with a hot water bottle, so he was okay. He'd had some painkillers, so like I said, whatever it was, it went off. He has had this before, but like I say, it's gone off. There's nothing really wrong with him or anything. So yeah, so like I say, I don't know what causes it really. Anyhow, later on this afternoon, yeah, he was sort of helping out, doing a few jobs in the kitchen with me, and then he were on about moving the china cabinet, and I said to him, do you really need to have to move the china cabinet? Can't you just flip the carpet that away? So he says, oh yeah, I could do it. That saves me a job. So he has done, and we've had to shut Salem and Bramble away because they would be dying to get down the hole under the floor. So they've had to go. I've got Salem in the conservatory with me. He's fast asleep now, and Bramble's gone upstairs with Jake, and she's gone under the bed to go to sleep. So they're happy. Charlie and Elsa have been in and out. They're fine. They just come to have a little nosy and then they potter off and do their own thing. And they're both outside now. So, yes. So what I'm going to do is pop a little clip in now. I actually got one more cupboard cleaned out. It wasn't very messy, but I found a few, you accumulate plastic lids and there's no boxes, so I've got a few bits to go in for the recycling. There's some glass dishes that are going, but it is a little bit more organised for me, so I'll put that in. And the next clip I'm going to put in is what I'm cooking for tea tonight. Now, tonight we're having pasta bake. So it's coloured, I've forgotten what it's called now, but it's a different coloured pasta. So we've got that. We've got bacon, we've got onions, and I've put some tofu in just to make it go around 3 people better. Excuse me. And I've cooked it all up, and then I've just popped it in a tray and I put some grated cheese on. So that is now cooking in the oven. So I'm not really sure how long it's going to take in my oven because, as you know, my oven's broken. So I'm hoping it's been in about 20-25 minutes now. So all I'm wanting really is just the cheese to melt. So I'd come out here, do a quick bit of filming, then get back inside. So hopefully, I'm hoping to actually get some crafting done tonight, because as soon as I've had my tea, I'm going to come out here and do a bit of sewing on my hexagons. Even if I only get a few rows stitched on, I'll be quite happy at that, because I can get it finished tomorrow then. So what I thought I would do is open my advent calendar now. So we are on day 5, and we have, let's have a look, we have breakfast ready honey. And this is a caffeine-free breakfast blend with a hint of honey, fab with milk. So that sounds good. And it's that funny name again, and I always get it wrong. Rubos. I'm just going to say rubos. I know it's probably not pronounced right, but yeah, you brew it for 4 minutes and you can have it with or without milk. So I'm going to go and try it in a minute. I'm going to test it without milk and then put milk in. So that's what I'm going to do now. So I will come back a bit later on and tell you what I thought about it. Well, I think this evening, after I've done a little bit of sewing, I am going to go and have a good fettle in my knitting corner and see if I can find those needles, because I seem to have, I don't know what I've done with them. I've put them back somewhere and I need to get everything out. Now, Salem and Bramble, if they wake up, they're going to be straight down and in that corner and in my baskets. I know that, so I'm hoping they stay asleep a little bit longer. I don't want to have to shut them out of the living room, but no, so that'll be fun. And then I can, while I'm in there, then I can have a bit of a tidy up and see what projects I've got waiting to be finished off, because I know I've probably got one or two sat there. And then I can hopefully get on with my knitting of my scarf, because I would like to start the cowl as well. And I would like to sort some yarn out for another shawl, so that might be tonight's job. Like I say, I'll do a bit of sewing and I'll probably just go and do that, and then I'll have to obviously get this vlog edited, so it might be a short one today. I can't help that today, I'm afraid, but tomorrow, if I can get all my jobs done tonight as well, and like I say, sort my needles out, then I'm going to have a little bit of a crafty day tomorrow, because it'll be Monday and everybody will be out doing the jobs and whatever else they're doing, so I will have a little bit of free time, so that will be nice. I'm looking forward to that. So hopefully I will catch you a little bit later on. Hope everybody has a good evening. And I'm back. We've just had tea and the pasta bake was really nice. The breakfast ready honey bird and blend tea I had before tea and during, just black, really enjoyed it. And now I've got the second tea bag, which has got milk in it, and it tastes really nice. So yeah, and this one is actually caffeine free, which is good. So I think, oops, I'll put my cup down. I think what I'm going to do probably in the new year is go and have a look on the Bird and Blend website and see what teas they've got that are caffeine free, and I will probably get some. So that'll be nice. So I really enjoyed it. Well, you know, Salem's in the conservatory fast asleep. Bramble is upstairs in Jake's room fast asleep. Charlie and Elsa have been in and out of the hall, the kitchen, outside. Never bothered about the hole in the floor. So who went down the hole in the floor? Elsa. And I've taken a picture, which I'm going to pop up here somewhere, of the state she came out of. She's got cobwebs all over her face and her whiskers, and her legs were filthy. So Dad's had to give her a bit of a sort of a wash down with a wipe to clean her off. She wasn't happy. Out of all of the cats, I didn't expect her to do that, but there we go. I don't know. So I'm back outside, so I'm going to get on with a little bit of sewing, so I will sort of share my progress with you. So I'll see you soon. that was quite quick. So I've managed to stitch on all 6 rows. Now bear in mind I'm cheating at this and I'm not doing it properly. And I know there are people out there saying I should be hand stitching it. Yes, I probably should be. If I was doing a quilt, I would be hand stitching, or I would be stitching, like if I were doing a flower, you know, a flower design or something, I would still machine sew it. But I'm saving my hand, that's all. So normally you would hand stitch your strips together, you know, in your rows, then join each row together by hand, and it all takes time, which if you're just wanting a project that's, you know, you're in no rush for, that's fine. And if you have good hands, that's even better. But I do have a bad hand, and it plays up if I do too much hand stitching, especially English paper piecing. Now I can do cross stitch and I can do a bit of hand sewing, and it's not too bad. So it's okay at the minute, my hand. So as this is a picture, I have put my rows together, but then I have machine stitched my rows together on a piece of wadding. Now I've not stitched around the edges because I have got to trim this down. So what I need to do is get a 12 by 12 frame. Now I'm just looking what I've got up there. All my frames are deep box frames, which I don't think I want to use. So I'm going to have to probably go and buy a 12 by 12 frame next time I go out, which I'm not sure when that's going to be. So what I will do when I get one is I will take the back off, and there's usually like a paper insert inside, and that will be my template for what I'm going to cut this to. Then I will put just a little bit of 505 straw on the back and just stick it to the back of the frame, because the glass is going to hold it down. Now I don't need to machine stitch across here. No, you can't see that, can you? Across here, down here, and across and up and like that, because this bit you're not going to see, because it's going to be held behind a frame and it's going to be kept flat. Nobody's going to know that it's not stitched. So I am cheating big style here, but you know, it works for me. It does, it works for me. I don't mind. But if I was obviously making them for other people, then I would stitch it all properly. But I know it's going to lie flat because that's how all my pictures do. So I don't know, like I say, when I'm going to get a frame, but you know, the next step I will share that with you, and how I decorate it up. So I'm not sure yet about decoration. I keep thinking about it and I keep changing my mind, but I'm sure I'll think of something. So I hope you enjoyed that little bit of how I put my hexes together for the frame. It's very simple really, and it's very quick. I forgot to say, now I've got a Genome Memory Craft 5900, and I use a zigzag stitch. It's on, if you have this type of machine, it's on mode 2 for the zigzag, and I put the zigzag part to 3.5 and my stitch length to 1.5, and it seems to work. It's not too big a stitch, and like I say, I use clear thread on the top and I've got white in the bobbin, and it seems to work really well. And if I was stitching hexagons to a quilt, I would still use the machine to do the zigzag, because you don't see it. It's great. So yeah, so I hope everybody's had a lovely evening. I don't think this vlog will go up until tomorrow, because it's like 20 to 9 now, and I've got to edit, and I need to go and find my needles, don't I? So thank you for joining me today, and sorry it's a little bit shorter today, but that's really all I've had time for today. So I will see you all again tomorrow. Bye for now.